been to American wedding? Where's the vodka? Where is marinated herring? Where's the musicians that got the taste? Where's the supply that's gonna last 3 days? Where's the band that like fanfare? Gonna keep it going 24 hours. Bye, say! Instead it's 1 in the morning and DJ's smashing up the chords. Everybody's full of cake, staring at the floor. Proper couples start to mumble that it's time to go. People gotta get up early, yeah, they gotta go. People gotta get up early, and she's got a boyfriend, and this whole kind of thing is disappointment. Nothing gets these people going, not even Gypsy Kings. Nobody wants to talk about my super theory of super everythings. So be Donald Trump or be an anarchist. Make sure that your wedding doesn't end up like this. I understand the culture of a different kind, but here word celebration just doesn't come to mind. Have you ever been to an American wedding? Where's the vodka? Where's marinated herring? Where's the musician that got the taste? What if it's a band that's gonna last 3 days? Where's the band that like fanfare? Gonna keep it going 24 hours. Bye! Party! Da-da-da-da-da-da! Da-da-da-da-da-da! Super-da-da-da-da! Super-da-da-da-da! Da-da-da-da-da! Super-da-da-da-da-da! Super-da-da-da-da! Boom, boom, girl, 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 boom, boom, girl.
Do you suffer from itchy scalp, swimmer's ear, Rutherford B. Hayes syndrome, or excessive enthusiasm for life? If so, then you should explore your options with Folkin Around.
I got a fever, and the only prescription
There's more Folkin around.
Free trials with Dr. Maeve Norton are offered every Thursday from 8 to 9 p.m. here on Blaze Radio. Ask your doctor if Folkin Around is right for you. Side effects include a flagrant disrespect for authority, denim jackets with patches, bad neck tattoos, tendency to engage in pseudo-intellectual political arguments, and owning a banjo. If your patriotism lasts longer than 24 hours, contact your physician.
Wait, what?
Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
Hello.
That promo is beautiful.
I know, I think so too.
Ugh.
So hopefully, listeners, you discovered that the promo we just played is brand new for fall 2017. But in all seriousness, if your folk around persists, including side effects of flagrant disrespect for authority, as well as owning a banjo, please do contact your physician immediately.
Or call in.
Or call in.
Yes. And we'll give you unlicensed medical advice.
Yep. We are in the office every Thursday, like we are now, from 8 to 9 p.m. So please call in.
And the answer will always be more folk around.
Yes. Thank you, Christopher and Zach. We got a good show lined up for you guys tonight. We're going to start out with In Hell, I'll Be in Good Company by the Dead South. Zach, what inspired this choice?
I've been kicking it around on the folk and the folk punk subreddits, and these guys kind of have a cool look. good sound, up and comers. I think they're going to be fun to watch out for. This is a good song. Really, there's no big reason. I've only listened to the song once, but it's really good. And the listeners should go home and watch the music video because it's kind of cool. So,
Cool. Awesome. So yeah, be sure to look it up on the YouTubes. Ooh, it does have over 25 million views. So you must not be alone in your opinion there, Zach.
nope.
All right, and then we have a couple other ones after that. We're going to play I Eat Plants for a Living by Moving. Omar, what inspired this choice?
Before I get into that, first I want to talk about this revelation Zach just dumped on me. There's a folk punk subreddit.
Oh, yeah.
That's amazing.
Okay, there's a folk punk subreddit, and we've actually been active on it for quite some time, like as
Wow.
Folkin around
Yeah.
the show. Evan, the previous co-host, actively posted on there before shows and interviews to get questions for bands.
Do people comment on it?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Wow.
People on the folk punk subreddit listen to our show, or did when we posted links there.
Why would they do that?
I don't know.
It's a very small place. There's like 5,000 people on it, and it's just people posting songs, and 80% of it's AJJ.
Nice.
So like that's the subreddit. But there are some good stuff on there. It's a lot of Pat Bunny and all that, a whole family of bands pretty much. So
Very niche, but intimate.
yeah.
A strong band of brothers.
And there's an active user on there called Travis James, 67 or something. I wonder who that is.
We will never know.
So it is a good subreddit if our fans would probably enjoy it.
A quick digression. So I always loved names that were misleading, but weren't actually, or that were misleading, but that were actually misleading, not misleading to be funny. So, not Travis James. Oh, I wonder who that is. Travis James. Well, 3 years ago, I entered my username on the GroupMe app as Mave2 because I wanted to prank myself in the future. Like, wait, who's the first Mave? Like, I'm the only Mave.
Is that the end of that story?
That's the end of the
Oh,
story.
okay. It was hard to tell.
That's it.
That was funny.
Thank you for picking up. That's all. Because my friend looked at the app and he's like, wait, why are you Mave2 on GroupMe? Who's the first one? And I was like, wait, but I must have entered that as Mave number 2.
It's like the real Donald Trump.
Exactly. Anyway, be creative with your usernames, guys. It can really go a long way.
I'm the James Bunting.
I wonder who that is.
I know. It's James Bond.
Okay, so yes, I Eat Plants for a Living is Omar's choice.
Yes.
And then following that, I picked a classic, The Most Beautiful Girl by Floyd the Conchords. I felt it was that kind of night. So without further ado, you'll listen to Folkin Around on Blaze Radio, live from the Bill Austin studio. Same to you guys, we got some more really cool tunes coming up for y'all. Thanks.
Damn love couldn't go no further. Proud of and disgusted by her. Push off a little bruised and battered. Oh Lord, I ain't coming home with you. My life's a bit more colder. Damn how I feel is what I told her. Brass knife sinks to my shoulder. Oh babe, don't know what I'm gonna do. I see my redhead, mask bed, tear shed, queen bee must squeeze. The stage smells, tells, hells, bells, misspells, knocks me on my knees. It didn't hurt, flirt, blood, squirt, stuff, shirt like me on a tree. After I count down 3 rounds in hell, I'll be in good company. see my redhead, mess, red tear shed, cream beam a squeeze. The stage smells, tells, hells, bells, misspells, knocks me on my knees. It didn't hurt, flirt, blood, squirt, stuffed shirt like me on a tree. After I count down 3 rounds in hell, I'll be in good company.
Yeah, look around the room, I can tell that you are the most beautiful girl in the room, in the whole wide room. And when you're on the street, depending on the street, I bet you are definitely in the top 3 good-looking girls on the street. Yeah, depending on the street. Ooh. And when I saw you at my mate's place, I thought, what is she doing at my mate's place? How did they get a hottie like that to a party like this? Good one, Dave. Ooh, you're a legend, Dave. I asked Dave if he's gonna make a move on you. He's not sure. I say, Dave, do you mind if I do? He says it doesn't matter, but I can tell it kinda minds. But I'm gonna do it anyway. I see you standing all alone by the stereo. I'll dim the lights down to very low. Here we go. You're so beautiful, but you could be a waitress. You're so beautiful, well, you could be an air hostess in the 60s. You're so beautiful, well, you could be a part-time model. 7 other dudes around you on the dance floor. I draw you near, let's get out of here. Let's get in a cab, I'll buy you a kebab. And I can't believe that I'm sharing a kebab with the most beautiful girl I have ever seen with a kebab. Ooh. Why don't we leave? Let's go to my house so we can feel each other up on the couch. Oh no, I don't mind taking it slow. Oh, no, yeah. 'Cause you're so beautiful, like a tree or a high-class prostitute. You're so beautiful. You could be a part-time model. You could probably still have to keep your normal job. Part-time model. Spending part of your time modeling and part of your time next to me. And then the rest of your time doing your normal job. My place is usually tinier than this.
And we're back.
And we back.
And we
we
back. Excellent choices, guys.
I feel like our show gets better every day.
I'm glad we all think so.
I hope everyone else does.
That's the important part.
We just dropped in a random like chill wave song in the middle of the folk music.
Yeah,
That's okay.
but I mean, we're folking around here. That's what we do.
Yep.
So, Omar, what inspired your choice?
What inspired my choice is that I love Miyazaki films, and the soundtrack to Howl is particularly beautiful. And I like chill wave music, and so I don't know, I just felt inspired.
And it just all sort of came together.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I feel like folk is more of a spirit,
It's
than it is a genre of music.
folk is like a spirit, like punk is spirit. Like punk is just like you don't care, and folk is like its cousin.
It's like its slightly dirtier cousin.
It's
Grassroots.
folk punk.
More, yeah.
It's like a more rural.
I think it's
Cousin.
more down to earth.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
folk
more
says to me.
Music for the people.
Approachable punk.
I like that. Like your more approachable cousin.
Because like both both punk and folk is the music of like the people. Like it's an outcry. It's like usually like blue collar.
Yeah.
I mean it is.
No,
Like,
yeah.
Okay, but folk is like just a different population.
It's just such a bold statement. I was taken by surprise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm full of bold statements.
But no, in all seriousness, I think, I'm not an ethnographer of folk culture, but, it's been around, forever since, from some of the more rural communities and just getting together wood and supplies just to make these common instruments and making music out of it. Nothing fancy to it. And I think that also kind of, in a weird way, translated into this modern, like, hipster folk look, exemplified by your first choice, Zach.
Yes.
What was the band called again?
The Deep South.
The Deep South. It was funny, we were talking during the song.
I'm sorry, the Dead South.
Oh, the Dead South.
Yes.
Okay, the Dead South. We were joking during if you go look at the music video, we were joking during the song, like, is this Amish or is this hipster? And it's really both.
The image. Yes.
The image with like the big hats and
Pigtails.
the,
I don't know if the Amish have
longer hair
pigtails.
and
I wonder, I'm not really sure what it says about our generation. I think there's a lot of, despite our generation's progressiveness and forward-thinkingness and always grasping the newest technology, I think there's also a lot of nostalgia and looking towards the past and the trends of the past.
Yeah.
And I'm not really sure what that says.
well, and if you look a lot of the fashion that is quote hipster, a lot of it really is just vintage with like a touch of modernity.
I think it's because culture is so fast moving now that we lack a coherent like image. Like what is like the thing? Like I don't know, or like I just feel like, or I feel like it's shifting so much that we don't have like a concrete like cultural image for ourselves.
I could hear that.
Because I feel like every era has like a look. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, like 20s, you like the flapper dress, and then like, 50s, like Mad Men.
And-
Yeah.
And I think we're like that with music, art, fashion, memes. Memes
think-
change every day.
I think part of it is something I've been thinking a lot about lately is so starting in the 80s, you look at advertisements, especially television commercials. Something that seemed to change in the 80s was something about the nature of advertisement, and our culture became much more, what's the word I'm thinking for? Consumerist, a lot more materialistic, I think we've become in the past decades.
Interesting.
And I think part of our generation's culture is sort of a reaction to that. I think we're having a change in values, and we're grasping onto old values from the past that match with what's happening today.
Huh, like what specifically? Like value-wise, like example of values. Let's put you on the spot.
So, for example, although obviously our listeners didn't get to see the music video to the song that we played, so typically kind of what you see hipsters dress in is, what, like you said, vintage, and it's kind of simpler clothing, and it kind of harkens back to less, that to me says less materialistic, more about substance over flashiness, or not, more something.
I get you.
Something
Not,
real over flashy.
Yeah,
and
trying to also
excessive
subscribe to
and
this
gaudy.
idea of like uniqueness too, and not like you're saying, not going with like that consumerist, what's fed to consumers through these modern advertising and fashion. I hear that. So anyway, thank you for
that was a
enjoying
big
our little
digression.
digression. Next we have Aurarian Dance. This
Yes.
is Omar's choice. Want to talk a little bit about this first?
This is Nuiabes is, I don't really know what genre to call them, but they do a lot of almost kind of like a precursor to what we now call chill wave, and they did a lot of work for one of my favorite, it's kind of funny to bring up on a folk punk show, but they did the soundtrack for an anime that's I really like, called Samurai Champloo, where it's like set in feudal Japan, but they like rap, and there's like all these hip hop influences from the 90s with modern, like I would call chill wave techniques brought in. So it's a really good soundtrack, and this song in particular is really good.
Very cool. Well, we shall enjoy that, and you listeners shall enjoy that as well. Next up, I have a cover of Redbone by two gentlemen on the YouTubes, one of which is Mr. Stan Taylor. He is fantastic. I kind of chose this option because I think one of the cool things about folk music is that it blends really well with other genres, and you can kind of create this little hybrid baby of beautiful music. So, and I also love hip hop music and rap music, so I think this was a good marriage of the two. And also, Childish Gambino is amazing. And then Zach, you chose "Mother" by Pink Floyd off their album The Wall. Would you like to elaborate on this choice?
I've been just thinking about it a lot. Thinking about Pink Floyd, The Wall is probably one of my top 5 favorite albums of all time. And I was just listening to it today at work, and this song is acoustic, and it's got a real pretty folk sound to it. And it's also, the whole album is very somber, but this song definitely makes me think about the tensions that we're having today internationally and within our own borders. So I don't know, just seemed like a pertinent time to play it.
Okay. Without further ado, would you like to outro us?
This is Zach Bunting. You're listening to Folkin' Around here on Blaze Radio, here in the Bill Austin studio. Stay tuned with us.
Yeah, what he said.
do you think they'll drop the bomb? Mother, do you think they'll like this song? Mother, do you think they'll try to break my balls? Mother should have built the wall. Mother, should I run for president? Mother, should I trust the government? Mother, will they put me in the firing line? Is it just a waste of time? Hush now, baby, baby, don't you cry. Mama's gonna make all of your nightmares come true. Mama's gonna put all of her fears into you. Mama's gonna keep you right here under her wing. She won't let you fly, but she might let you sing. Mama's gonna keep baby cozy and warm. Ooh, babe. Ooh, babe. Ooh, babe, of course Mama's gonna help build the wall. Mother, do you think she's good enough? For me? Mother, do you think she's dangerous? To me? Mother, would she tear your little boy apart? Mother, will she break my heart? Hush now, baby, baby, don't you cry. Mama's gonna check out all your girlfriends for you. Mama won't let anyone dirty you through. Mama's gonna wait up until you get in. Mama will always find out where you've been. Mama's gonna keep baby healthy and clean. Ooh,
we're back.
And we're back.
And we're back.
Zach, that was an excellent choice.
I've been listening to a lot of Pink Floyd lately.
That's good. So, in case you're just tuning in, well, you're kind of late because we are over in 7 minutes, but that was Mother by Pink Floyd off of their album The Wall. So, excellent album. Definitely go give it a listen if you're feeling Pink Floyd. Up next, Zach, you chose Crystal Kingdom Cover by a lovely young woman named Amanda Jerry.
So
what inspired this choice?
So this song was written by a bunch of dudes who play D&D on the radio.
That sounds like something you
And
would choose.
then they wrote music for their D&D campaign, and then this person did a cover of it. It's beautiful, and I wanted to share it. And it's just a acoustic song.
Are you referring to the McElroys?
I am referring to the McElroy brothers. So that's the only reason I chose it, because it was really pretty.
Okay, that's
do it.
efficient enough for us.
I like
so the bar's set really low here for.
This is actually a really good song.
Explanations for
You're not
choosing
quite
songs.
at that part yet. This is like the next campaign. You're a little bit behind.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay, without further ado, here's a cover of Crystal Kingdom by Miss Amanda Jerry. You're listening to Folkin' Around on Blaze Radio live from the Bill Austin studio. This is it for us talking, so just enjoy a couple tunes, and we got some cool guys coming on after us, so stay tuned. Thanks, guys.
Pulled from my home inside a cloud, lost to the dark, I drift alone. Now I've returned beyond the shroud, ever to reign upon my throne. Here in my crystal kingdom, I saw beyond the universe, far past the places we should see. But for my vision I was cursed, torn from my home and family, lost to my crystal kingdom, saved from the darkness by my child, locked in a cage of glass and steel. But my true love remains exiled, beckoning me to break the seal into my crystal kingdom, kept from our children, lovers, friends, subject to laws we did not make. This is where separation ends, and so